Hey y'all, are you ready for a reading? Let's get into it. So, of course, the whole world is on K-pop Demon Hunters crazy. And we listen to a lot of the soundtrack in my house. I have two daughters that are 40. But this song that keeps coming through again and again and again and again is How It's Done. How it's done, done. And it's like, Spirit is really bringing me around to the attention that, like, you have really done a lot. It's like, there is so much that you have accomplished over the last year. It's like, I'm seeing like trailblazer, blazing a fire, that type of thing. It's almost like you have moved mountains, right? That's what they're showing me right now. You have moved mountains. But there's a little piece of you that is working a little bit harder than you should be working, right? And so there's a lack of balance is what Spirit is showing me right now. It's like a real lack of balance. Like, on one hand, you have been fucking killing it, right? Killing it. But that eventually is going to kill you, okay? So it's going to kill, it can, have terrible health consequences for you in general. But not only for your own physical health, but it's going to kill whatever it is that you have been doing, right? So they're showing me school, building a business, maybe starting a new career, starting a new family, right? Whatever it is that you have started and you have just been killing it at, and people have been giving you a lot of recognition is what I'm hearing right now. It's like you've been getting a lot of recognition. So that has been kind of fueling you in place of your natural energy, in place of your natural chi, but maybe you are depleting yourself is what I want to say here. It's like absolutely depleting yourself. So Spirit really kind of wants you to take a step back, right? And there's an element too coming through about how you only feel good about yourself when you're getting those compliments, when you are crossing those big to-do lists. Do you know how to rest is what I want to ask here. Like, do you know how to rest and recuperate and to just do nothing? Because what Spirit is really bringing through is like those gaps in awareness, those gaps of time that we can often give ourselves. So that's where those huge leaps are coming through at. So it seems, again, it's like you've almost been working more than you need to work because you've been pushing through, because you have been really kind of forcing it. But Spirit's like, you're going to move 10 steps forward. There's going to be a huge leap when you take that break for yourself, because not only are you recharging your own batteries, but also it's like you're letting Spirit kind of recalibrate things from beyond, right? And the image that they're kind of giving me through is like somebody thinking that they have to do everything themselves, right? They always have to be the one to do it, because there might be a storyline too of like, well, if I don't do it, it's not done right, or it's not done at all, okay? So really examine if that story is true for you. Is it still true? And does it need to be true? I think is the bigger question here. Does it need to be true? So again, you have been absolutely killing it and moving those mountains, making these huge strides, but just be careful that you're not killing yourself in the process here, right? Ooh, 10 of Pentacles just flying out of the deck. 10 of Pentacles. I'm noticing 8 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. High Priestess. They're saying take that one as well. And one from the top. Okay, so you've got 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Baby, you have been moving those mountains, right? You have absolutely been killing it. Again, it has taken a lot of time, a lot of dedication. You should be so proud of yourself. It's almost like I'm seeing somebody turn a new leaf. So maybe this was a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of moving in the world, right? Maybe this is something that a few years ago you wouldn't have even begun, or you wouldn't have started in the first place. But there's a lot of dedication. There's a lot of, and they keep showing me like a train, like really moving, being dedicated, really kind of moving those mountains, going at a high speed. And again, there's just, you've been killing it, okay? Been killing it. But now it's time to check in, right? It's time to check in. And this might be something that you feel a little uncomfortable around, right? Again, there might be some stories coming through about how if you're not working all the time, then you're missing opportunities, or you're missing money, or something like that. But Spirit is really bringing you around, again, that gap. They want you to give yourself a little bit of gap, okay? A little bit of R&R, a little bit of rest and relaxation, kicking your heels up, because sometimes it's like you don't have those big aha moments when you're really stressed and anxious about something. It's when you take your mind off of it. It's when you take a shower. It's when you do the dishes, that kind of thing. And that is what Spirit is really bringing through, is really needs to be like an unplugging so that you can have that aha moment. Now, with the gene key that I pulled today for this reading, which is the 57th gene key, it's all about unease, and there's a lot of fear. Okay, so you're going to have to pass through the fear, right? And remember, fear is a collective thing. It's not personal. It's not you. It's a collective thing. And once you kind of realize it, that you just pass through it, it is a frequency that you pass through, you're really going to be able to drop down into that intuitive self a little bit more. So you might be having a lot of fearful thoughts, a lot of fearful stories come up. Spirit is like, you're not going to be able to reach the next stage of your evolution until you can learn how to receive. That's what it is. Until you can learn how to step back and receive, letting things come to you, and realize that there is a time and a place for action, and there's a time and a place to receive. And right now, Spirit is telling you, you have sown all of these beautiful seeds, and now it's time for you to take a step back and to really let things flow to you, is what I'm hearing, right? So with that 57th gene key, it's all about softness, right? And things, life, ourselves, we do not yield to strength. We do not yield to pressure. It's actually in those soft moments that we allow ourselves to open up. That's why yin yoga, somatic work is so important in the healing process, because it is that softness. It is that time. Time is very important here. Spirit is saying time is super important. Time to drop into yourself. Right? Time to allow Spirit and the universe to deliver the things that it needs to. Because again, they're bringing through the concept that you can't do everything. Okay? You're going to have to step back and step into trust. Okay? So again, with that balance, right? There's a balance between doing and being, receiving and activating. Okay, so find a little bit more balance, and you'll see that things are coming to you. It's almost like it's magic. But again, you've put in all of that work. Now it's time for you to finish some of that internal work. Again, it's around stories. It's around how hard it is to make money. Is it hard to make money? Is money possible for you? It's all of these things. Maybe it's a love for you, because this is a collective reading. This could be different things. But whatever it is, it's time for you to drop out of that fear state, drop out of the mind, and drop into intuition, into receiving. Yin is coming through very, very strongly here. So let's close off this reading by pulling out one oracle card. Let's see, what is our oracle card for this collective reading? Deep knowing. Deep knowing, right? And sometimes that deep knowing is the same as that intuition, right? So it's a double message here, right? Deep knowing and intuition. And there's a sense here too that deep knowing needs to come from within, that this shit is going to come to you, that this is going to reach a level of completion without you having to be so hands-on, okay? So really drop into yourself, into your intuition, into your body is what I want to say. Again, they're bringing through yoga, somatic work. You can check out my YouTube. I have multiple yin yoga videos on my YouTube, totally free to follow along with. And also there's like tons of other people that also do free yoga videos on YouTube. So you can find some really great yoga, somatic healing videos, but Spirit is really bringing through the dropping into the body, dropping into the intuition, and dropping into that deep knowing, right? That again, you don't have to do everything, be everything. You don't have to be all over it. You just have to do the steps that you need to do, that you can do, and then release and allow Spirit and the universe to bring the rest to you. Oh, this is so beautiful. Be sure to like, follow, comment if this really resonated with you. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you can check the link in my bio. Otherwise, I'll see y'all next time. Be blessed.